We're at the toaster act. Yeah, this is the toaster act. I'm looking at it and I feel like I really need like a deep meaning to be here, and then I'm like, actually, that just doesn't exist.
I don't think you understand how many times I've played this song in like in rehearsal spaces, as warm-ups, and just, you know, in those kind of spaces where you don't even, like, we played in Poland, somewhere that you've never been, but your work gets to reach that. That must be like incredible.
I have no idea unless someone tells me. The idea for Toaster Act came from Yandass asking me to make a piece of music for Impact. Yeah.
So then you actually made it with a dancer in mind.
That was where it came from originally. It came from you asking me to do that. Yeah, it's really good. That's why we're here, you know. Yeah.
The one that felt quite extensive in terms of going back and forth was Cryptomnesia. Dancers can be a bit scared working with musicians because they're like, I don't know how to speak the language, but I think there is a joy in being like, oh, I just really want this to feel like that, and then I think you kind of get what that means in the context. Cryptomnesia was kind of really looking at like accessibility in terms of like, if you can't hear the music, you want to feel the music through the dance, and if you can't see the dance, you want to feel the dance through the music.
You're listening to the different like rhythms you can jump off.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm listening to when I make it as well, because for a lot of people, like, that could be over busy. There could be too much going on in the song then, but I'm just like, oh, well, where does the character come from, or how are these things going to transform through a song? And then maybe that's where actually it complements your movement or anyone moving to it, because you can jump on those little characters.
And then go back to the sort of bass line that's always kind of there, and then jump onto this new progression.
Little bass line.
Like, you can see the body parts basically. Like, for me, when I listen to that, I'm like, okay, this beat, this little rhythm is like the feet, and then this is like the waves, and this is like the head bopping. So it's just, yeah, it screams movement. You, the business person, the artist, that you know it's almost your job, right? And then how do you keep some of that
back for yourself?
Yeah. Because for me, it's dancing in my bedroom. Yeah. I just can never recreate that. And I'm really getting back into that freestyling for myself.
That's the thing that changed this track, is I put the acoustic guitar in it. Even though it's like a fairly subtle texture, and then that's something that cuts across the whole record. And I was like, oh, that's a little bit more of the real me. Just a little like sprinkling of it, like you going, I'll give you a tiny bit of the bit that I keep back for myself. But actually, it's funny. Even after all the years of doing it, it's still a bit of a confidence thing sometimes. Putting a little bit more of yourself out there.
Facts. You're constantly putting your work out there. You're constantly putting yourself out there. It's a big thing. It is a big thing. You definitely should be proud of yourself. It's a sick track.